You got it. Good morning, gentlemen. It's Bonnie from Toronto. How are you all doing today?
Doing great.
Hello, Bonnie.
Love
How are
it.
you?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to see you guys. Congratulations on this. Who doesn't love a good Western? I know I do for sure. And Walter, I mean, listen, you started with Westerns. So I wanted to know what it was that brought you back. And what was your earliest memory as a boy? You know, maybe sitting in that theater with your dad or a sibling and going, God, I love this genre.
Well, my brother and I used to go to films every weekend. On Saturday, we would go to the first run theater that was in our neighborhood. And on Sunday, we would go to the kind of rundown theater, which ran double and triple features of B Westerns. They were Johnny Mac Brown or Wild Bill Elliott, and I, of course, loved them.
Yeah.
And I got a little older. I think I was probably about 11. And I saw Shane. And I couldn't believe that a movie could be so good. And I still love it, by the way. Yeah. It's but it was, you know, a huge advance over the B Westerns that I had really been raised on, my brother and I.
Right.
So I guess I was imprinted, as the scientists say, early with Westerns. But the truth is, I like musicals and comedies. Everybody does. When I first got to join the circus and started working in Hollywood, the first shows I worked on were Gunsmoke and Wild West, and
great classics.
So I got a chance to work on Westerns before I was a director.
Yeah. I'd like to see a musical comedy Western from you next, okay?
Well, I'll put that in my notebook. Thank you.
Okay, Christoph, let's go to you now. I love this guy, Max Borland, this bounty hunter. You know, I found like he's there to do his job. He's calm, cool, and collected. Aside from the amazing writing, amazing script that Walter gave you, what do you think it takes to be a good bounty hunter?
I wouldn't have a clue, because all my clues come from Walter's script, you know, and that's what I do for a living. Sorry, I don't mean to be hurt, but I don't think all bounty hunters are alike. So I always referred to Walter for guidance on the details.
Okay, so did you connect with him in any way once you started to play with him? You know? Get to know him? Did you connect? Did you connect at all with Max once you started to play this guy?
Poor Max has no choice, you know. So there you go.
That is true. That is true. He's there doing his job. Benjamin, let's go to you. My God, I think you probably had the most fun playing this character. What a badass. But I gotta say, listen, you know, he has a reason. He's got it right. He's mad for a reason. You know, tell me a little bit about playing this guy. And did you ever let go of the cigar that you were chomping on?
I was doing my best to channel Lee Van Cleef. You know, big fan of spaghetti westerns, Clint's early work. Yeah, I mean, this look, at the end of the day, to be in a film with this cast, with Walter, I knew that it had to be fun, because we're riding horses and we're riding into town, and we're, you know, all the stuff, all the kind of mytho poetry that Walter refers to participate in that at long last, after, you know, so many years in the business, to finally actually be in a true blue Western was a dream come true. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Willem, your character too. I mean, he also has a little bit of fun. He's a gambler. I don't ever want to cross you. We're not playing poker together, so I'm already telling you that, because I don't know what you're going to do.
I play fair.
Okay. But this guy too, you know, tell me a little bit about the prep that you know, did you do any, or was it just kind of off the page and you just had some fun with it?
Half and half. You know, I had to brush up on riding a horse. You just have to get to that place. You got to get to that world. But I won't lie and say that I did extensive research, because I don't know the character until I get there. There's great writing. The character appealed to me because there's something kind of at peace and fatalistic about him that I really enjoy. He's a thoughtful guy. And he just wants a good life, even though he's a good man that does bad things. I don't
was
know.
gonna
He was
say-
full of contradictions, so that's an interesting character.
Yeah.
So as far as preparation, I didn't do extensive preparation before I got there. I had worked with Walter before.
Yeah.
I had an imagination about that period, so that's really where I started.
And Warren, for you, I mean, first off, you know, getting to work with this cast must have been a dream come true, but also your character, you know, it was interesting to watch as I loved his journey in there. And boy, can you ever crack a whip? How long did you have to do that, to practice for that?
We had some time. It was some extensive time. Some time definitely before, and also even while during actually shooting. I really wanted to make sure I really got it down to prevent any and all type of accidents. But I took it very serious. I really wanted to make sure that I was present and really adhere to it. But yeah, it was so much fun just learning this new skill of cracking a bullwhip in 2022. When I'm
Seriously,
on the 405 now, I could just let it out.
How many, how many opportunities do you get to do that? That is for sure. Walter, I gotta say, you're surrounded by this amazing cast, like seriously, the whole cast, gift from God. But we gotta talk about Rachel Brosnahan, because of course, we're also used to seeing her as Mrs. Maisel. And boy, does she ever turn it around for this. What did you see in Rachel? She just did an amazing job.
Well, actually, I'd seen her in several other dramas as well. The parts weren't terribly large, but I had great confidence that she could pull it off. And she understood the part so completely. I think I only gave her one piece of direction. I said this to her a few weeks ago, and she said, no, you directed me more than this. But I told her, most of the parts you're ever going to play, you'll be looking for love. But in this case, you're not looking for love, you're looking for respect. And the challenge will be that looking for respect is an attitude, but it can be a chilling attitude. And I want everybody to feel positive about you by the end of the movie. And so your task is really look for respect, but at the same time, make everybody feel warm about you. And I think she pulled that off.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think she did too. I think you guys all pulled it off. You can save me as a damsel in distress, any of you, anytime you feel like it. I do appreciate it. So thank you so much to all of you for your time today. Best of luck with the film, and congratulations and greetings from everybody from Toronto. We all want you to come back. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.